Let's go over to the running back position, though, Samantha. You know, a lot of running backs underperformed. We talked about Cam Akers and Thursday night and a ton of other ones. We also talked about some potential injuries to running backs earlier in the show. Who are some of the running backs you are looking at on the waiver wire?
Sure. So other than Jalen Warren and Jeff Wilson Jr., I'm looking at Jamal Williams, 47% rostered. So he's not available in a ton of leagues, but you know, this beloved Hard Knocks star
Yes.
did
Makes me want to cry.
really great. What did you say? Sorry.
I said it makes me want to cry like Jamal Williams in episode 1.
Yes. So like DeAndre Swift obviously had this massive game for the Lions, who really looked quite scrappy. But Jamal Williams had a great day too, 11 carries for 20 yards and a pair of touchdowns, and caught 1 or 2 targets for 2 yards. Good enough for an RB13 finish. Now, I think that like Swift is going to be the alpha. He is the clear guy, but Williams has a role in this offense. I think that's what that showed me. Like, it's not like this was some blowout win and they were just doing garbage time. Like, they were close in a lot of this game. So, I mean, I think that he is for sure a really interesting ad that could have long-term value way past just being like a handcuff type guy. Isaiah Pacheco, he was a very popular preseason game.
Yes.
Ended a name who lived up to that hype. As the Chiefs obviously just completely shellacked the Cardinals. Right. I mean, he out-touched lead back Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Now, I do want to say that he did not see a touch until the second quarter.
That's what I was going to ask.
Already gone up 20-7.
Yeah, because with Jamal Williams, you said it wasn't a kind of garbage time situation, but with Pacheco, it kind of was. I mean, CEH had 2 touchdowns already. The Chiefs had a 40 burger up already, and then it kind of seemed like Pacheco was in mop-up duty. But you think there's still meat on the bone from him on a week-to-week basis?
I do. I mean, I think like that's not a gigantic lead. That's not a blowout lead. That's the second quarter. I mean, yes, he was utilized the most heavily in the fourth quarter in garbage time. Now, here's the thing, like the Chiefs could be in garbage time a lot. Like they could be ahead by 2 scores a lot this year. And I mean, he's a talented dude. And we've also seen Clyde Edwards-Helaire deal with injuries. So, I mean, like there are certain guys where their insurance policies are a little more likely to be used. And I think there's a good chance that Clyde Edwards-Helaire misses a couple games here and there. So, I mean, I think Pacheco is the clear number 2 right now. And I think you should definitely be adding Pacheco.
One other running back I do want to ask you about, and it's Khalil Herbert in Chicago, okay? Only rostered in about 41% of leagues. He hits pay dirt yesterday against the 49ers. But to me, that game in Chicago yesterday, Samantha, was kind of an anomaly, right? Like, are we going to always have a monsoon, you know, obviously slanted to the run games of both teams? And I don't know about you, but I was on the under 5.5 wins for Chicago. So the idea that he would be in the kind of grind out the clock mode, I don't know how often that's going to happen for the Chicago Bears. You still got Montgomery there as well, but I see that you're targeting Khalil Herbert in some rosters.
Yes. I mean, he actually saw 9 carries to Montgomery's 7, but he was more productive than them. I mean, 5 yards per carry versus Montgomery's paltry 1.5. Now, yes, there is some game script stuff. I kind of want to just throw that whole game out because it was,
I know,
I took the 49ers, like everything so upset me about this game. I had Trey Lance, but that said, I mean, the eye test, I also thought that Herbert looked just as good, if not better, than David Montgomery. So I think that it's been my suspicion all off season that this would be some kind of timeshare. And this obviously confirmed some of it. I don't know if that's reflective, but I think it's enough to warrant a waiver claim for him because he could definitely end up in some kind of 50-50 split with Monty.